You may have your favourite Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch Lite case, whether it be a themed one like a Mario or Animal Crossing, but sometimes you just want a case that looks smart. Well, I think I found one. It's this. This is one of the smartest cases I have found for the Nintendo Switch, and I'm going to show you why. Hello and welcome to Console Accessories, and as we said in the introduction, going to be looking at this today. Okay, so this is a Switch and a Switch Lite case, but officially it's called a clutch bag. Okay, and it's by PowerA. Now I normally associate PowerA stuff with kind of your themed items, such as this one we showed in the introduction. This is the running Mario case. This is by PowerA, so like themed in Mario. That's kind of what I associate PowerA with doing. But I found this one. I got this on Amazon, and if you want to go and take a look at the latest prices, go and have a look in the links below. I had to import this from America. Having said that, it still only cost me £28 imported on the global store, and you're looking at around $28. But again, go and look at the link down below, and you'll be able to see the latest prices, because I'm not sure if the prices are going to change on that at all. So I had to get that. It took a couple of weeks to get here, but when it did, I was so impressed with it. I mean, it's like I said, it's all well and good having a Mario, having a Pokemon, having an Animal Crossing theme case, great. But sometimes, some people just want a case that just holds the Switch and is completely unassuming, and this is fantastic. Okay, so let's go through an unboxing. There's not so much of an unboxing as an unflapping. So you've basically got this flap here. And what it says clutch bag or pochette on it, from PowerA. It also works with the Switch and the Switch Lite, which I'll get to in a bit, and it's an officially licensed product, so we know it's going to be good quality. And then on the back it just explains a little bit about it in all the different languages. Fantastic. Okay, so get rid of that. So here's the case itself. First impressions are, feels really good quality. This is the kind of quality I would expect from an official product. Okay, so it feels, it's clearly not leather, but it's kind of like that faux leather, the leatherette kind of stuff. It feels really nice. And going over it then, so it's like this brown colour. I hope that's coming across. It's like a really deep brown. That's nice. And then kind of a lighter brown with accents. And on the back here we have a meshing and a gold zip, and look at that. The first nice little detail is the Joy-Con zip. That's a lovely, lovely detail on the gold zip. Okay, so when you open it up, you get a flap to put some bits and bobs in. It's got this, and I'll show you what that is in a minute. So if you want to, you can fit some kind of like some earbuds in there, or some USB cable maybe. You're not going to fit much more than that in there, apart from a couple of cables. Nice to have there. And then on the front, like I've shown you, we have this flap that is on these magnets. These magnets are really quite powerful. So if I pull this up here, probably better if I do it over here. Like this. If I show you how powerful they are. So if I pull it, okay, so that's not too bad, is it? That's powerful enough without being too powerful, but you know that it's going to stay. It's going to stay together. Okay. So that's really nice. So the flap here, it's kind of got cardboard in it, I'd say, and some padding at the front there. So a little bit of padding there on the cardboard, and the PowerA logo stitched into there. Coming over to the bottom bit, a kind of, again, another false leather kind of clasp over there, which buckles in, keeping them secure. And on the bottom here, next to the magnetic straps, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, pop 5 games in there. And then, here we go, this is the best bit. Inside here, if you can see that, look, nice Switch branding. Look at these two bits here. They are just simply there for padding. Now, you'd think great for this case. I think, yeah, great, it looks nice. It'd be great to hold my Switch in it, but it's also extremely good at protecting your Switch. I mean, extremely good. If I go over the measurements, this kind of width on its own without anything in it is 6 centimeters. So you're getting about 6 centimeters worth of padding. It's superb. These two bits here are brilliantly thick and padded and spongy, and they don't go all the way along, so it protects your screen. So I'll put switches and I'll show you in a second. I think this is fantastic protection, really good protection. Okay, so that's going over everything. Now we're gonna go and we're gonna stick a switch in it. Okay, so I do have to mention a negative on this. When I'm pushing it in, sometimes when I'm pushing it in, if you push it in with this from the screen like that, the thumbsticks get caught on the edge there and it pops the Joy-Con off. If you're suffering from Joy-Con popping off as easy as mine do, I don't need to press that button there. I can just literally pull them off, which is just from years of use. And you're pushing it in like that. Sometimes when you push it in, these pop out themselves, but that doesn't happen all the time. So let's see if we can do it. So push it in. No, not too bad there. Okay, not too bad. So okay, but just trying to notice that when you do push it in, sometimes it pops out. It doesn't matter. Okay, so there we go. So it's in. Not much room either side. So I was worried about the protection on the side. There's a decent amount of protection either side here. And as you can see on there, huge amounts. That covers the screen. Leaves the thumbsticks in there to be protected in that gap there. That's nice. Both sides. And then at the back there, again there's back there, so it's kind of like a gap there for your triggers where the screen rests on this bit of padding here. This is one of the best padded cases I've seen in a long time. Because it's not, obviously one of the hard shells are going to protect your Switch really, really well by default, but this is just beautifully padded without being too big. So, as we said, it works with a Switch Lite, so that's the Switch. And then we've got a Switch Lite here, let's pop that in. Easy as you like. It's not going to go anywhere because of the thumbsticks, and again, it's just covering the whole of the screen there, and at the back with the triggers. You can have it around either way if you want. Have it around that way if you like, because it's exactly the same. With the Switch Lite, there's a little bit of room either side. I'm not sure if that's worthy of a space of anything. I'm not quite sure really. Just a finger's width really either side. I don't think you can get much in there. If you close it up, you've got a little bit of room under there to put some extra bits. So I'll probably fit another cable in there. If you're going to fill this up with cables and stuff, you'd probably fit something else in there, but not much, I'd say. And then let me just quickly whip back to the Switch. When this was closed up, again, you've got room in there if you want to. You could probably fit a couple of extra Joy-Cons in there. I wouldn't suggest it, but you could if you wanted to. And if you're like me and like to put some cases on it as well, so I'm going to try it with, this is the Switch Lite Mamba grip. That's no problem whatsoever. That will fit in there, a treat. Because the Switch Lite is a little bit thinner to go in here, so if you've got grips and it will fit with a bit of extra in there, not a problem at all. And also, if you like to double case, I've got the official flip grip case here. That will fit in as well. No problems for that as well. With the Switch, different story. Certainly with the Switch, you're not going to be able to get much else other than the Switch on its own. You can't fit any grips or anything like that, just because the Switch comes too far to the edge there. So you're not going, unless it's a really thin kind of grip or a shell, that won't be a problem. But anything like the Mamba grip that has anything that's a little bit further out, other wide than the Switch, that won't fit in. So good news if you've got a Switch Lite, and some good news if you've got a Switch. And then finally, let's get the Switch Lite in there while we're here. Get it all closed up. And then we've also got this as well. So on the back here, you've got two places you can hook it. You can hook it onto there, or you can hook it onto there, and you've got yourself a wrist strap. This is, again, kind of like the fake leather. Really good quality. This feels decent quality. That's not going to snap. Okay, so as a first look and feel, I'm really, really impressed by this. I think if you want an unassuming switch case that admittedly doesn't hold much, but it holds enough, it's just like a USB cable you could probably use for charging. I think if you want something unassuming, this is fantastic. I really like it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away. Mrs. Console Accessories has definitely got her eye on this. She's going to be carrying her Switch around in this, and she's going to be using it. So I'm going to leave it up to her to use for the next few months, and then we'll come back to it to see how it's held up. Because the first look and feel just feels lovely, and I'm just blown away with the protection. I think that's really nice to have all of that protection on there. Really nice. Okay, so that's everything for the first look and feel. What I'll do, again, I'll leave links below. Go and have a look at the latest prices where you can get this. Do let me know if you're thinking about picking one up, or if you've already got one. I do know they are coming out with a Pokemon version of this, and that is available in the UK. That'll be in December time, December of 2020, and that's around £25, so it'll be around that price as well. I'll leave a link for that as well if you want. But for an unassuming, well-padded, soft case, I think this is an absolute winner in my books, and we'll come back to this in a few months just to see how it's held up, see if the quality holds up on everything. But for the parts of the stitching and the branded logo on the front there, really nice. Okay, do stick a thumbs up, do subscribe if you're new around here. Loads of videos every week on all different accessories. Okay, thanks very much then. I've been Console Accessories, and this is my look at the clutch bag from PowerA for the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Lite. And until the next video, bye bye.